Hey guys, welcome back. I am running solo today because Boyce is in the living room doing a little bit of cleaning while I do our weekly video. So let's get down to the skinny about our garden, our spring garden of 2023. Yay! I know it seems like every year I'm a little bit more and more ambitious as to what all we're going to be planting and everything, but it's better to have more than have less. So this is what we're going to be planting this year. Hopefully we will get around to everything and we'll have a good year this year. I'm praying and hoping. So the theme for our garden this year is going to be color, color, color. And I think for the rest of until the day that the good Lord calls me up to the big blue sky, I want color, lots and lots of color in our garden. So with that, let us begin with our flowers. So I got a few different flowers from CNC Farm and also from I'm gonna start calling her my BFF, my YouTube BFF. She doesn't live very far from us. She's actually here in Cleveland, Texas, and it's Miss Nicole Smith Gardening. If you haven't checked her out, I encourage you to go and check her out. Very knowledgeable, and she's got a garden. She's got a beautiful garden. She gifted me this Christmas some French marigolds. So I'm going to be planting these. And then these are from CNC Farm, Miss Ashley. If you don't know CNC Farm, please go and check her out as well. She also gave me some firecracker marigolds, some Cosmo mix, and she thinks these are firecracker or Cracker Jack marigolds, orange. Like I said, I'm being very, very ambitious this year because I just want all the flowers, honestly. I want lots of color. And Boyce and we already made up our minds that we are not gonna carry through a summer garden because it gets too hot. And today our weather right now is at 67 degrees. So that's okay. I mean, it's not as cold as some of our northern neighbors or some of our neighbors over on the other side of the pond, but it is Texas, so we have to deal with some of these crazy weather that we have. Anyways, so we are also looking into some fireball zinnias, some purple and white echinacea, echinacea purple coneflower. This one is from True Leaf Market, which is also purple coneflower. This one doesn't have the picture, but it says it in the back. This is Fairy Morris, which this is going to be for a container. It's called Butterfly Flower. I believe this is probably one of those ones that has, that's a vigorous one that grows vigorously and it'll probably overtake. So this is, it even says down there, it's container variety. So yeah, this might be one that I will have to put into a container, which most of my garden is container garden. Let's see. We have Pacific Beauty Mix, Calandria Pacific Beauty Mix from M.I. Gardner. We have here Baker Creek, Orange King, Calandria as well. Yellow Porcupine from Baker Creek, Calandria. These are gorgeous. These are zinnias, And they're the Cupid mix. Tell me that isn't gorgeous. Color for 2023 and on out. Everything color. I just want a lot of color. Beautiful. I want my garden to be surrounded with color and beauty. That's the theme. Baker Creek Zinnia Aztec. Isn't that pretty? And then some other marigolds, which I grew last year in our little pool garden. It's Cracker Jack mix marigolds and our orange Hawaiian marigolds, which these turned out to be huge. So these will probably be put somewhere by themselves since they were so big. And I'm gonna try to get like one seed into, if I can. They are very tiny seeds. Well, not so much, but yeah, they're manageable. Anyways, let's go on to the next. I don't want to make this too long. And we are also going to be doing, Boys loves cucumbers. He likes the smell of fresh picked cucumbers, and hopefully they will not get bombarded by the pests. But we picked up some Boston pickling cucumbers from Ferry Morris today, and that's all the cucumbers we're gonna do. And then of course I'm gonna try to do more loofah sponges from M.I. Gardener. We picked out a couple of melons that we're hoping to do this year for this spring. One is from M.I. Gardener, and we're gonna try the Moon and Stars. I think it's beautiful outside. It's first time growing it, so we're gonna see how that goes. And then we are also gonna try Athena Cantaloupe from Hoss Tools. Now we're gonna go into our herbs. Okay, so these are going to be in containers. We got regular thyme. That this is from American Seed, which I got this from the dollar store. So, and as you can see right here, they're for $4, which is steal. Can't go wrong with that. And then common thyme as well. It's the same thing, but I want to try to use up some of these seeds. Some of these seeds I've had for a very long time, and I want to make sure that we use as much as we can. M.I. Gardener Lemon Balm. This one is from Baker Creek, and it's lemon basil. Also, Boyce loves the smell of basil, so we tried to plant it a little bit everywhere, all over the garden. If you let it go to flower, it's also a great pollinator. It helps with the pollinators. And last year we had like these ginormous bumblebees, and they were just so gorgeous and just awesome to look at. And we hope to get some of those guys in this year as well. Cinnamon basil, holy basil, licorice basil. I know it's a lot of different basils, a lot of variety. And another bee balm that it was a freebie from Baker Creek. Baker Creek gives out little freebies here and there, which I admire them, and I thank them for that, because getting a little free pack of seeds is awesome to have. And this one was one of them. It was a bee balm, lemon bee balm, which I like. Anyways, and then the other one is a toothache plant, which is very good for if you have, it's exactly what it said, toothache plant. It numbs you in your mouth as you chew down on it. According to this, it will numb your tongue and your mouth to ease discomfort. But from what I understand, it's mainly the little flowers is what you which will be good to like dehydrate and keep them around for, or even make a salve maybe. I'll look into it some more. But this is from In My Gardener, and there's approximately 25 seeds in here, which I'm gonna have to be very cautious and conscientious of how I grow these, so to hope that I get some. Okay, on to the next. Tomatoes. So I always get in trouble with boys because I want to grow all the beautiful tomatoes, all the different colors of tomatoes and different this and that. So he told me that this year we're gonna only cut it down to a few variety, and this is my few variety right here. And I really wanted more, but since we are limited on garden beds and buckets and stuff like that, we're gonna limit our list. So we picked these up from Ferry Morris at the store, and they're large red cherry tomatoes. Tomatoes, yay. And then San Marzano tomato. I don't know where to put it. Right here? Yeah? Okay. And then Ferry Morris tomato is a boxcar Willie. According to this, these guys is a great choice if you're looking for a good old-fashioned flavor. Its prolific heirloom is better than most of today's hybrids. And it's a round red. Fruits are 12 to 18 ounces. The indeterminate vines produce excellent crack-free, disease-tolerant tomatoes with a sweet yet tart flavor. We shall see if these are crack tolerant and disease tolerant, because we have lots of problems with that. Whenever we have lots of rain pour, it comes and it's pouring down. And of course, tomatillos. I have to have tomatillos because I love making salsa. I love making green salsa, and tomatillos, it has like a tart flavor to it, and I like that tart flavor. I add a lot of lemon to my salsa, so that's also why. Yeah, it is what it is. I love it. And then the Korean long. We had gotten last year a few Korean long tomatoes. They did not come out as long as these. They were maybe about this long, but they were very delicious. The ones that we did get, they were very delicious, and I am very happy to say that in December we actually picked one. My daughter was out there in the garden with me, and she's like, "Hey mom, did you notice that you have some red tomatoes on this tomato plant?" And I was like, I thought the frost had killed it, but apparently it didn't, and we had some of these on there, and we were able to taste them, and they were delicious. I just wish we had bigger ones. Okay, and I think this one right here is a new addition to Baker Creek's tomatoes list of tomatoes, because they have a wide variety of tomatoes, and it is the Queen of Night tomato. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that pretty? And it says it's a salad type, and it's got purple blush, rich flavor. This is a 3 to 3.5 ounce fruit develops bush strokes of indigo on its shoulders, cut into the round fruit to reveal a stunning vermilion color. Plants are indeterminate, compact, and each 5 to 5.5 feet on average, with blue tinged regular leaf foliage. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about. Okay, And Baker Creek heirlooms. This is a Blue Beauty. I've heard a lot about Blue Beauty. I'm going to see how this works this year for our garden. It says gorgeous deep blue black shoulders make this unique among slicing type slicer to 8 ounces. So we shall see. I'm excited. Last but not least, this is from Baker Creek Solar Flare tomato. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. I wish it was brighter in here. Well, my little light is right there, but this is so pretty. Developed by Brad Gates. He calls this variety one of his workhorses. This is a 6 to 10 ounce beef steak in red with gold stripes, very meaty flesh, luscious sweet red tomato flavor. I am excited about tomatoes. Okay, and this is the last of our seeds. Oh, also, I don't know if y'all seen the photo that I posted up, but we had posted a photo of our first raised garden bed of the year, and these from my friend Andrea from Digging for Health. She sent these over to me. We were doing like a seed swap, and she sent over Royal Burgundy bush beans, and I'm gonna plant these in there. In case you don't know, bush beans or any kind of green beans adds nitrogen into your dirt, so it's a nitrogen fixer. So that's what I'm gonna do to that one, because we're putting in a bunch of old, already used up dirt into that raised bed. So I'm gonna be putting those in there. Thank you, Andrea from Digging from Health. If you guys have not checked her out, I'm just name dropping a couple of people because they're awesome people and they're very knowledgeable and they love to grow things. So check them out. Okay, on to the peppers. I have to have peppers as well. Most of my garden is just tomatoes and peppers, and I wish I had the space to do a lot more than just peppers and tomatoes, but it is what it is, and I am trying to learn to do what I can with what I have. So I am a huge fan of this pepper. I've always been from the very get when I first started learning how to grow peppers, and I first started learning how to grow my garden, the Chinese 5 color peppers. It is just beautiful. Like, colors just scream out to you. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And what's the theme of the day today, kids, of this year? Colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and grow some of these. They're old, they're from 2018, so I'm not sure if these are going to germinate for me, but I'm gonna try. And if they don't do anything for me, I have some new ones that was digging through, so found those. I'm not even gonna try to attempt to say this, but this is from Baker Creek, and these are also very beautiful peppers. According to the back, these have distinctive smoky flavor and a rich fruitfulness. But look at those. Don't they look like little Christmas light bulbs? Aren't they cute? And this one too, Phileas Blue by Baker Creek. Again, color. A wonderful ornamental pepper, great container plant or in mixed or ornamental planting, compact plants, product lovely, small, hot, violet blue fruits. Hot. Yes. So maybe I might grow a few more of these. I have a planter box in the front of our house, and maybe I might put some in there. Who knows? Ancho Grande. Okay, I grew Ancho Grande last year, and I loved the way they tasted. They did not get really huge, but cooking with them, oh, they have like this smoky flavor to it, and it's just delicious. And for me, they weren't that hot, but it is delicious. California Wonder Peppers, because we need bell peppers in our life. Why not? Serranos, of course. I am a true fan of serranos. They give that extra heat in my salsa, so of course I'm gonna be growing some of these. This guy, I tried to grow some of these and they did not come out for me, but they're sweet and flavorful, and I believe these are like the extra large bell pepper looking things. Spanish mammoth, introduced before 1860, 6 to 7 inches long, cone shaped peppers, perfect for frying and salads, so sweet and flavorful, reported disease resistant. But I never got anything from it, and I think it's maybe because I grew it too far along into our spring going into summer. And if you know anything about gardening, once it gets too hot, flowers start dropping and you get no fruit. So we're gonna try for this. And then last but not least, jalapenos. I'm gonna grow a few of these and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. And then after that, I am going to start some of them tomatoes in here, and then maybe some of my peppers maybe. But the reason why I'm going to start my tomatoes in here is because tomatoes, you can dig them at, you can put them in as deep as you can and they'll still produce more and more roots. So that's the method of my madness there. And then today we also picked up some of these Burpee Super Seed extra large cells. The reason why I like this, they are a little pricey, but I promise it's worth it because of this right here. Instead of messing with the little plastic little cells, once it's all compact and grown, you can just pop out your little seedlings whenever they're ready to go into the ground. You just pop it out instead of messing around with the plastic, and that's why I like these. I might be giving away one of these soon, but I'm not quite sure when. And that, my friends, is gonna be our 2023 growing season, and I hope that you come along for the ride. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some other things that we're gonna be doing. We have high hopes this year to do a lot of different things here in the garden and on our property, and we hope to bring you along for the ride. All right, guys, if y'all have any questions, any concerns, just drop it down, links down below or in the comments down below. We hope that you all are having a blessed day and a blessed week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.